Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I'm back with another video, and for today I have my boyfriend Justin with me again. I don't know what my hands are doing. But for today's video, I'm going to be asking him questions about different things relating to diabetes, just different, like, what different supplies are, what different, like, lingo is. I asked my friend Emily these questions 2 or 3 years ago, and her dad is a diabetic, but I thought it would be fun to have Justin do it because he is not a diabetic, and he really didn't know much about diabetes before we started dating. So I have 10 questions, and I'll leave them in the description below if you guys want to do this with a family member or a friend. So all that being said, let's just jump into the video and get started. Question number 1, what is a site or an inset?
It's the thing you clip into, or the thing you put into you that's connected to your pump.
Yep. How often do I change it? Bonus question.
Once. Or how often do you, or are you supposed to?
Okay. How often am I supposed to?
So like every 2 weeks? Every week?
That's Dexcom.
Once a month? I don't know.
3 days. Every 3 days, but I do it every 4. Yeah, you were thinking Dexcom.
Yeah.
So question number 2, what is a cannula?
I have no idea.
Okay, so let's give you like a little hint. So when I change my pump, after you know how I fill my tubing? Then I have to fill the cannula, and I clip it back into the site, and then I fill it.
Okay.
Does that help any?
Kind of.
Okay, so what do you think it is? Just give it your best guess.
Isn't that little cartridge that's in the pump?
No,
I don't know.
That's the cartridge. Cannula is the little plastic tube that's in my stomach or my leg or whatever is. Okay. So like a cannula could even be like an IV is technically a cannula, because I love how you're trying to like sneak at the questions. Because
some of them, like the second question you just asked me, I don't know.
Okay, you know the next one. But a cannula is just like the little plastic tube.
Okay.
Okay, so question number 3, what do I mean when I'm saying I'm priming my pump? Or like my pump tubing?
It's like when you put the insulin in the cartridge and you leave the site at like an elevated position, and it just like makes that weird noise as it's like pushing.
Do you know what it's trying to do?
Get insulin ready to be used.
And
I don't know.
Get all the air out of the tube.
Okay.
So yes, you got that one right. You probably won't know this one. Number 4, what are the 2 main types of insulin? I've used one my whole life as a diabetic, except for once when I was in Turks with you, but that was like a weird fluke.
I have no idea.
Okay, so you know how my insulin comes in like an orange and white box, and it has like the little orange cap?
Yeah.
There's one that's like a maroon color. So the insulin I use is by a company called Novo Nordisk, and they make Novolog. And then there's a company called Lilly that makes Humalog.
That would explain why the Novologs are orange and blue. Yeah. Okay.
So I use Novolog. A lot of people use Humalog, but now there are different things other than just the 2 main ones. But I said 2 main ones because if you hear insulin and you're diabetic, you think Novolog and Humalog. Question number 5. This one pertains to me right now because I'm taking a pump break. What is lantis?
Is it when you inject yourself with insulin?
Yeah, but it's a specific type of insulin.
I don't know.
So I give it once a day.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so lantis is long-lasting insulin.
Ah.
So what's a basal rate?
Again, I don't know.
Okay, so lantis and a basal rate are basically the same thing. Lantis is long-lasting insulin that you get when you're giving injections, and then a basal rate is the insulin that my pump gives me every hour that acts as a long-acting. Okay. So the reason I'm on long-acting insulin right now is because I don't have a pump on me all the time.
Yeah.
So the long-lasting insulin has to act as my basal rate that I would get from my pump.
Okay.
Those 2 questions kind of go hand in hand. What is a normal blood sugar for a non-diabetic? Or for a diabetic, non-diabetic, there's like a range.
Like 120 something?
120 is one of them. So
like, I don't know, 120 to 140?
140 would be pre-diabetic.
Oh.
It's lower than 120 by quite a bit.
Like 100? 80?
Yep.
Wow.
80 to 120 is a normal blood sugar. So right now your blood sugar could be 80 and you'd be completely fine.
It's like blood pressure.
I would be completely fine. Yeah, it really is. 80 over 120. 120 over 80, yeah. So that's just the normal. For like a non-diabetic, I think they want it to be a little lower than that, but that's just what my target blood sugar, which may be the reason why you said 120 to 140, is 140. Like that's what my doctor wants me to keep my blood sugar at. What is a lancet? I never change this. You're supposed to change it every single time you do this.
A lancet? Is it...
It's a needle. I'll give you a hint. It's a needle.
Is it the needle you inject yourself with?
No. But you're on the right track.
Is it the needle you use to get the insulin out of the vials? I don't know.
It's, so before I got my Dexcom, what did I have to do all the time?
Oh, it's the needle that you use to prick your finger with.
Yep. You're supposed to change it every time you check your blood sugar. I haven't changed mine in probably 6 months.
God, that'd be tedious.
Yeah. Leave a comment down below if you guys actually change your lancet every time you check your blood sugar. I don't. Horrible diabetic, I know. Okay. What is considered a low blood sugar?
Anything
So
like
if
90?
Hold on. If you know that 80 to 120 is normal.
Are we talking about a diabetic or a pre-diabetic?
Yeah, diabetic.
Like below 80 probably?
Yeah. So like if I hit 80, I'll drink like a little bit of juice just because I don't want to go low. So anything below 80, some people say below 70, but I feel really low at like 75. I always have. Question, oh, this goes along with that same question. What is considered a high blood sugar? Like dangerous high, I guess. Because
above like probably 400. But 300? What is it?
250. If you're over 250 for an extended period of time, that's when you can have like liver damage, kidney damage, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, last question. What is IOB? It's an abbreviation for something.
I gathered that.
Okay.
IOB. I have no idea.
So when my blood sugar is low, you know how I unclip my pump?
Yeah.
That's to stop me from getting insulin.
Okay.
So IOB is the insulin on board from, like, let's say I ate 30 carbs and I gave insulin for 30 carbs and I went low. My IOB would be like 4 units, for example. So that's just the insulin I would get over the set duration that my pump is set for me to get that insulin.
Okay.
So if it's like 4 hours, then I would get 3 units over 4 hours.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know what your score was, but...
Probably like a 0 out of 30. It's the gerbil. Oh my god.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out and it means the absolute world to me. And with all that being said, I will see you guys next time for a brand new video. I love y'all so, so much. Bye!
Okay. We're done with videos for tonight.
So, what is considered a low blood sugar?
Whoa.
All my hair stuck to... Is your throat cleared?
Yeah.